2018 Rockin' the Fields timeline. If you were asked me what was the thought process of 2018 Rockin' the Fields lineup, the way it was structured, this was months leading up to our festival, and our higher ups at our festival, they decided that to have like a classic rock-ish lineup was like Honeymoon Suite, Helix, Headpens, Chilliwack, Trooper, and he bring like these other bands that had played at our festival, but like single singers, a couple of tribute bands to the Great Wide Open, Incredibly Hip, The Middle Coast, and much more. And then you have Bernard Cummings and 3 Days Grace, Kim Mitchell, as I say. Now, with that being said, was 2018 Rockin' the Fields the lineup that was just like the mid that the bands were being announced. When I first heard that Trooper was announced, Chilliwack was announced, 3 Days Grace, Bert Cummings. This band also our year's lineup was supposed to have the Headstones, but due to the band's commitments, they were like signed, sealed, delivered. But the minute I heard, oh, we got the Headstones for our festival, I was just like, yeah. And then last minute, oh, they can't play because, long story short, their bass guitar, he had other commitments he had to attend. And I was just like, oh. That was when I was just like, eh. But knowing that this year's lineup had the Rock Off, which had all these Brandon bands that were there, and I saw the lineup of the Rock Off, I was like, my mind was thinking, gee, I guess they needed a judge for the Rock Off, and I was selected as one of the 4 judges, and I was just like, and plus 3 Days Grace was foreign per Cummings, but the bands for the Rock Off, they had Reconcile, Digital Dreamers, Prairie Whiskey, and another band I can't remember off the top of my head. So some people say, take me to as we were leading up to 2018 Rockin' the Fields. We got there like a day or so, like 2 days before the actual everything gets underway. So it's already Thursday morning, already one day before 2018 Rockin' the Fields. And I was just like, I was quite stoked. I was quite like, wow, this is gonna be the end all be all. So it's Friday already, and 2018 Rockin' the Fields is already beginning. We had a cover band. Then we had Trooper. I was just like, wow. Then we had like your Headpens and Helix. So I was just like, knowing that it's gonna be Saturday morning already, it's like I made the assumption that I'm gonna be judging the Rock Off Saturday morning. That I need to save a lot of energy, so it's already Saturday, and I was very well rested up showered, ate, got all like mentally prepared, came down into the venue and just kind of getting my bearings straight and judging the rock off, and I was just like, and Wrecking Soul, who wins the rock off, they got to open for Serious Grace, because that was a stipulation. Any band who wins this year's rock off gets to open for Serious Grace and Buck Cherry. So I was just like, wow. I was just like, I couldn't believe that dynamics of just the way how, I mean, that Saturday, judging the rock off, the weather was just beautiful. It was just like, it wasn't as like hot like going back to my first go around. Cause, you know what I'm saying? This wasn't my first rodeo. So I was just like, so it's already Saturday and everything was still happening. I got to you could do it. Like, I did a meet and greet. Actually, won a meet and greet to meet Serious Grace. Going into, I did guitar cover of their song Fallen Angel, which everybody's probably seen already. Posted straight to YouTube. Shared it on Facebook, and Serious Grace, like the band actually saw my work. I'm doing a meet and greet with Serious Grace second time around, and I was just like, make an assumption. I had 2 Red Bulls that Saturday, so I'm like, so it's Sunday already. It's kind of like last day of 2018 Rock and Fields. I knew that 2018 Rock and Fields on Sunday was going to go out with a bang. Hyman Sweet was one of the bands that really caught my attention, because I was very impressed. Gotta give the band Hyman Sweet their props. But when I saw Kim Mitchell, I was just like, wow. It was just like, down at the pit, main stage, just seeing Kim Mitchell doing what he does. I mean, the songs that he did, Go for a Soda, it was just like, wow. To close out Sunday night, standing on deck, seeing Burnt Cummings, I was just like, yeah. The minute I heard that, don't get me wrong, I've been such a fanboy of Burnt Cummings, the guests who go all the way back to, younger years. I mean, no sugar tonight, my coffee, no sugar tonight in my tea, no sugar stands on me, no sugar on me, da 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 dum dum. Now, some people say give your thoughts when you heard that Burnt Cummings was fire. I was just like, I was like, come on, Burnt Cummings is a legend. He's a Canadian Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. But when I heard that he was fire, I was just like, this is like the cat's meow. And when I heard that he did the, I was waiting so patiently just to hear Clap for the Wolf, and I was just like, I was just done. So it was like Sunday night after all was need to be done. I was just like, I was done. slept all Sunday night. I was just like, but it's so good to say, yeah, 2018 rocking the fields.